Hi everybody, it's Diana. Happy Friday! Yay! It's Diana, of course, with Mocha Travel in Style. We are still working on the website, but wanted to give you a little clip and tell you about a few updates. Today actually happens to be a very good day, so I hope and think. It looks like I'm finally closing on my first apartment purchase in Medellin. It's in the El Poblado area in Provincia, and actually it's a great area. So why I decided to buy there is the price was reasonable. It was a great location. It's next to where I'm sitting now, which is kind of Restaurant Row, and also the price was right, quite frankly. And it'll be easy for me to rent out or to sell if I need to, if something goes wrong, but I doubt that. But if it happens, at least I have a good place. It's a 3-bedroom and I believe 3-bath apartment right now. We're gonna do some renovations on it, so I'll keep you posted on that. It's kind of been a long process to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, and I guess some people will say I was all over the place. I originally started looking for apartments, I guess, during my first trip in February, and I was debating between Medellin and Cartagena. I was supposed to move with a friend, and he was set on Cartagena, and actually when I got to Medellin, I was like, I kind of like this. This is kind of cool. Nice vibe to it. It's a big, small city in my mind, so that's kind of how we got here. Also, the thing is, Cartagena, for the neighborhoods that are probably safe and for the more elite, was really pricey because that's where the money is always gone. Tourist money has been invested there, like foreigners. They are in Bogota because Medellin had, so many problems for so long. So the market was a little depressed because of that. So basically, Cartagena, it's great, but to look for something in Castillo Grande or Boca Grande, like Quito, it was really expensive, and actually it ended up probably costing me maybe more than twice what I actually wound up paying here. When I started looking at Medellin, I used sort of a big realtor company, and they were fantastic, but the problem is I was kind of trying to figure out what price point I wanted, how I wanted to do things, etc., what neighborhood I wanted to live in. So I found beautiful apartments too, but the owners were older and kind of they refused to negotiate, so we didn't push as much as I would have liked to. So anyway, I held off for a while, and then I ran into a fabulous couple that runs a business. It's Aerial Design and Architecture. Sorry, just trying to pause while people were walking behind me. They are fantastic. It's Angie and her husband Joaquin who own the company, and they have a small staff, and they're located right near Parque Lladeras. I have to work on my Spanish as soon as I have time. Anyway, so Angie and I met on one of the Medellin websites when I was looking for an apartment as soon as I moved here. When I got here, I guess the broker owner on the other side decided they no longer wanted to rent the apartment. So I went on Airbnb, found something in a central place, in central neighborhood first, near Calle 10 for people that know that. But we had a little bug problem the first night, actually the first night. So my kitties and I moved out immediately to a hotel. And then I was in a bind, so we found a place on Airbnb. Luckily, I was able to see it, and I was able to move in quickly. It's been a great place. Actually, my landlord's a lot of fun, great guy. He's Canadian, so I was going to say American, but he's Canadian-American. Actually, there's a school across the street, and they start drills every day during the week, about 7 in the morning, if not earlier. So that got to be a bit much. So that's one thing. And then actually, since the day I moved in, there were kind of construction workers hanging out my window. So what I didn't know is that they were working on the exterior of the building. So the first day I walked out, I'm like, what is this man doing on a rope outside my windows? Chipping chipping bricks, actually. So that and a few other issues, I just decided it's time to move. So actually, I'm very excited on the second hand is that while my apartment is going to be renovated and we do the design work and figure out what I want it to look like, I've actually never done that before, so of course I've never given much thought to it. So now that we're in that phase, I'm like, can I do some research first? So that's that. But in the interim, I'm going to move into, sorry, little noise, I'm going to move into another rental that actually the same company just newly got as a property they'll manage. It's actually beautiful, and I cannot wait to show you that. So that'll happen this weekend. All right, so wish me luck. I hope everything goes well. I just left the brokers and got some checks for the closing, and I should be having my closing at 2 p.m. today on the apartment. I will keep you posted. Hopefully everything is fantastic, but just want to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on. Have a fantastic day, and it's good to be smiling. Actually, last time when I thought I was in a good place and sitting in this exact spot, I got some very bad news about my friend passing. And Jason, I'll always love you, but your timing was bad. No, just kidding. I guess that's not a good joke. But anyway, he knows I love him. But actually, I was sitting right here, so I was a little hesitant to tell you anything until things really materialized, because it seemed like every time I took a good step forward, something in personal life kind of, took another step back. So that's it. Happy days hopefully are ahead. It's a gorgeous sunny day, like I said. I'm sitting here on like this restaurant row. About to have my coffee and breakfast at my office, as I call it. They're so sweet. It's kind of a healthy food restaurant, healthy food options. I don't always get the healthiest things, but you have options. But today I thought I'd treat myself, so we're gonna have a cappuccino and a little fresh egg sandwich. So that's it. I will talk to you later. Wish me luck with the closing, and see you all soon. Bye, guys.